Welcome to the Dissection Prep Lab. In Bio1, you guys are dissecting a rat. So, first we need to look at what all we need to dissect the rat. So we have all of our tools laid out on a table in front of us, just getting everything prepared. And you will need a pair of scissors, which is going to be for cutting open the skin and really anything else that you need to cut.
Occasionally muscles if necessary.
Yeah, to get through the body wall. We have our dissecting needle, yeah. And that is for moving things around, as well as it can also help separate skin if necessary. Then we have, you could use one of the two blades or razors, either the scalpel or just the blade.
These are going to be used for actually cutting the muscles. The muscle can be fairly fibrous and dense, so the sharper the razor, the easier you should be able to get through that. These are typically sharper, but if you prefer the longer handle, you can go there. And then last but not least,
we just have tweezers, which will help you grab things, move them around for when you are removing the organs. And then,
what are these, Becca?
These are just pins, as we refer them to. So these will be for holding things in place while you're moving around. They can also be used for pointing. So you guys will be taking pictures as you go along.
And
the pins will be stuck into this. So this is a sterile tray that you will be sticking the pins into. This is where all the dissecting will actually be happening in order to keep everything contained.
Cool. So let's go ahead and take a look at the phylogenetics of our specimen, the rat. All right, so obviously when doing a dissection, especially for the purposes of comparative anatomy, which is one of the major drivers behind what we're doing, we want to understand how our bodies compare to the rat's body and potentially some of our other mammalian friends. We need to understand the context as to where they are phylogenetically. The purpose of this class, the way that we manifest our phylogenetic context, is through our taxonomy, our naming system. So I want to go over the naming system of domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species, or do kings play chess on fragile glass stairs? Whichever way you've memorized it, for both our rat and myself, a human. The domain of the rat, as you'll find it on Wikipedia, is within the domain of eukarya. So you're looking at organisms that are eukaryotic, meaning they have nuclei, membrane-bound organelles. Humans, obviously within the same group. I'm also a eukaryote. For our kingdom, this is where we divide things into plants and animals and fungi. Rats are animals. They are in the kingdom Animalia. Me too. I am also an animal, falling within that taxonomic breakdown. For our phylum, here we're looking at some of the structure of these organisms. Rats, as well as humans, are in the phylum Chordata, or chordates, meaning that we have a backbone, just like they do. So both rats and humans are in the phylum Chordata. The amount of similarity here is showing you how related these different organisms that you're studying are. If you were studying, say, one of my favorite organisms, a palm tree, we would break away at the kingdom. They have the same domain, but they're in the kingdom Plantae. Going down in our taxonomic system here, for our class, we have rats within the class Mammalia. Humans are also mammals, so we share that in common as well. We finally split off in our orders. Rats are in the order Rodentia, rodents, which is sister to us. They're closely related to us if we were to draw this phylogenetically. You maybe see a similarity here with rodents here, and then my order, the primates. Now, that means that everything else down this tree is going to be different. We'll finish up the rats before going on to our humans. The family of rats is within the Muridae. The genus of the rat is Ratus, And then for your exact species of rat, since I have not told you this yet, you can look up the common rat or the Norwegian brown rat. Those are the Wikipedia pages that will lead you to the exact species of rat that we'll be dissecting in this class, which leaves it its species name, R, Rattus norvegicus, or the common Norwegian brown rat. For humans, and we'll get into this in Bio 2, we have our order of primates, and then we have our family of Hominidae. You'll notice that the ending here is consistent, AE for animals. For our genus, we are within the genus Homo, and we are the Ys, the sapient, sapiens. H, sapiens. So again, we're very similar to rats because we fall in the same domain, kingdom, phylum, and class. Our orders are close to one another, primates and rodentia, but then the rest of it separates us. So please do some reading on the Wikipedia page for Rattus norvegicus to get some background on the specimen that we're looking at, and we'll take a look at our comparative anatomy next.